Assalamu alaikum. My name is Muhammad Nisar Khan, and today it is going to be my first stream today. Today is going to be my first stream, and before now let me. This is my first stream. I'm getting overwhelmed by it, but let's see what we can do. Well, now now that I've checked out, first I will check that are we live? Yes, we are. We are live on YouTube. That is good. Now moving forward. Now let me before moving forward, let me tell you a little bit about myself. My name is I've already told you my name is Mohammad Nisar Khan, and English is not my first language, so bear with me on that. And I have just recently completed my graduation. My graduation in BS Islamic Banking and Finance. Islamic Banking and Finance. But I have, but I just completed that degree because my parents told me to, get a degree. And there was a, and why I did that degree, that is a debate or a topic for another day. So, what is the point of a person who has just recently completed his graduation and he's not looking for a jobs and he's not looking for any job, he's not looking for anything outside or any employment opportunities? Why has he joined YouTube? But here is the thing. It is because I wanted to become a data analyst, and my passion is driven by data. I enjoy looking at the data. I enjoy making it into create insights. I enjoy making insights. I I enjoy making the data insights, and I enjoy them, and I enjoy the data. I enjoy working with the data, and as we can see, um, as Mike, I enjoy with the data. It's my first time, so I'm struggling a bit to keep it up, and hopefully, with the passage of time, I will be able to communicate properly. I will be able to communicate properly and share my thoughts freely. But bear with me on the couple of days before we get into the rhythm. Now, why have I started this YouTube channel? Let me tell you a bit background about myself. I already told you about my graduation, and I already told about my passion for data. But the thing here was that I wanted to learn. I wanted to become a data analyst. So, like everyone else out there, I started what I did was I started looking at these tutorials after tutorials, guides, and all these other stuffs which are available on YouTube. But the problem is that one, the moment you open the video, you watch the video, and then the tutorial is gone. Right after you close the video, the tutorial is gone because you don't have anything to practice on. Hence, so I decided in October 2024 to join a course, and the course was from analytics.pk. It's a wonderful institute. The course was online, and the instructor was brilliant. Sayyid Ikram Ali is an excellent instructor. I learned a lot from him, and because I wasn't learning from tutorials, I decided to join a course, and I ended up becoming more and more invested into data analytics side. And as long as the course was continuing, for the 5 months, I was continuously working on my skills. I was upgrading my Microsoft Excel skills, SQL skills, and all other these skills. But the moment the course stopped, something unusual happened. I completed the course with the certification, and the certification was given to only those students who had completed a portfolio project. And I successfully completed the portfolio project, where I had to incorporate all the skills I had learned and create a beautiful dashboard. And I also made another project, and I also uploaded it into the LinkedIn, into my LinkedIn profile. And now the LinkedIn profile is gone, unfortunately. So uh, the LinkedIn profile is gone. But anyways, moral of this, in the summary, let me say that I learned during the course day. But right after the course was finished, I realized that there was no structure in place to keep me going. And when I was doing the course, every week I had to be accountable to the teacher. The instructor used to ask about what you have learned, or he used to ask these questions in the live sessions. So it kind of made me kept on my toe, and I was practicing behind the scenes, and I enjoyed doing it. But right after the course was finished, I got my certification, and then I kind of I started dropping the practices by means that I at first I skip one day of practice, then two, three, four, and then days become weeks, weeks become months. So here I am, even after having a what do you say, the boot camp certification in data analytics. I am still struggling to even solve the data. But because I got my certification in the most probably it was in March 2025. Now from March to this January there are 8 months, and I haven't touched this. I haven't opened haven't opened the Power BI, haven't opened the SQL. And during this time I kind of started thinking about myself, that whether there was something wrong with me, that even after getting a certification I was not able to understand the data, perform the analytical tasks, or any other of these things. But after some time, you kind of know in yourself that you are talented enough, you can understand the topic, you enjoy. Most importantly, it's a passionate thing. You are passionate about the data, being a data analyst. So what I did, so then when I realized that I have a immense passion for it, that I can even after 8 months I still want to pursue it. So that gave me a conclusion that the reason I stopped was because of the lack of consistency I have. Now, because of the lack of consistency I have, I was not able to deliver. I was not able to practice every day. My discipline was bad, and there were some couple of other issues. Most importantly, my consistency. The consistency was a big problem. When I say big problem, it was the major problem, and this was the only reason I kind of you know I became a data analyst, and then I am also then I am I have reached the cycle again. I have just reached the beginning. I was a good and I trained to be a data analyst. I was a good data analyst, but then I realized that I have reached again the same context because of missing 8 months in a row. Now what? Now the reason I have started this YouTube channel is to make myself publicly accountable. And the thing was that whenever I was doing practicing alone, if there was a structure in place, if there were these courses, these paid courses, and if there was this accountability which was there during my live sessions, I would have continued to grow. But obviously that requires certain amount of investment, and as a student you don't have investment. So I have decided to go on public through this YouTube channel. So in this YouTube channel, what we will do that we mostly I will practice live in front of you. Now the thing is, I am not an expert, and I have explained it my whole story. Now you realize that it is not a channel for some tutorials or to learn anything, but the thing is that I want to make myself consistent, and consistent in front of people watching me. Because once you feel that people are watching you, then you start to become disciplined, or when people are watching you, you make yourself accountable to them. So through this channel, what I want to achieve now, what I want to achieve is that I want to achieve is that I want to build a community. I want to build a community of people out there, because I know most of you, a lot of people who will be watching this live session, or who will be watching this stream, they know that they are competent, they are good, they know they are intelligent, most importantly, and they understand, and they are passionate about doing this thing, and they are very hopeful. They have high aims, they are high achievers, but they also lack consistency. Now consistency and disciplines come, for me I have realized that if I want to be consistent, I have to be accountable to somebody, and to somebody who is interested in learning a new skill. So I have given myself this challenge that from 2026 today, starting today, 26 January, it is 27 January, till 2027, 1st January 2027, I have to become a data analyst. I have to become a data analyst. I have to become an independent freelancer, and I have to start earning. Now, this is my goal. And to learn a skill, if I was doing it alone without anybody watching me, then I would definitely fell back into that loop where I started for a few days and then again, the cycle begins. And it is kind of, it's very frustrating cycle because you lose your confidence. Most importantly, there are self doubts inside, and obviously mentally there is a bit of a strain on your body as well, and you kind of you become bored. Your mental attitude, your ability to handle pressures, it also decreases because your confidence is now low, because sometimes there are self doubts which arise when you do not achieve your goal. So now with that being said, now with that being said, and I will be practicing in front of you for 2 hours, most probably 1 hour, 1 hour 30 minutes tops. Now obviously, as I have told you that I had already done a course. So if we don't think that he has already done a course, so he knows everything. I don't know everything, but I have a familiarity with the topics. I can understand. And as the I have already have some recorded lectures for the course which I attended during my during my during my course on the LMS portal, which was provided to me by the institute, and I would have loved to share it with you here during my live stream, watching that video and then practicing on the side. But that thing would create a copyright infringement, and I don't want it to be part, because that is a proprietary thing. So what would I do that using one of this speaker, I would be listening to that lecture on my phone, and then I will be practicing the SQL live in front of you here, okay? And alongside this, I'm going to be splitting this screen into two. With one screen would be ChatGPT, the other would be my terminal for the SQL for writing queries. So as long as I'm moving forward with this lecture, which I'm listening in my other ear, I would be typing in the queries in the I would be typing in the queries in the terminal phase. Now, why do I need ChatGPT here? Because I need someone to give me instructions. So what I would suggest, what I would do is that I would tell ChatGPT, and I would tell him the server name and everything, all the data, because the server on which I will be practicing, are the data on which I would be practicing. It's pretty practical data, and it's available publicly. It's a publicly available data. So I would share it with the ChatGPT, and I would give it a prompt to ChatGPT to, be a company manager, be a company boss, act as a CEO, and ask me, what do you want from the data. So it would be kind of, acting as a company, and I would be acting as an employee or a worker. So ChatGPT would be assigning me a task, and I would be using these functions of SQL, and I would be attending to those queries which were initiated by the ChatGPT. In this way, you will see that there will be a two-way traffic between ChatGPT and me, and hopefully I start to learn something. But I've seen that if you want to learn something, anything, be it football, cricket, or any skill, it needs time. It needs discipline, it needs consistency. Now the whole thing coming in front of you, coming up to everyone now, because this is my first stream, I'm stuttering a lot. I want to convey my ideas, but there is a bit of a fluency problem, and hopefully I know that after some time it will resolve. It will after some time, after 21 days, 40 days, hopefully, inshallah. The goal is to upload daily, upload practice every day, and to learn new and newer skills. It is not that I'm passionate about data analysis. Passionate about data analysis. I am passionate about I am passionate about data analysis. And also, I am passionate about learning other futuristic skills. So, yes, other futuristic skills. Any other, after that, after learning SQL. So, what will be my roadmap? Let me give you a roadmap. There is no script, so bear with me. The ideas are just right coming up to the mind. So, yeah, I will be just placing it in front of you. So the roadmap would be, first we would target SQL for 21 days. 21 days regularly 2 hour sessions. And in those 2 hour sessions, I will be practicing live. You know, so if you want to join, how can you join? Either you can, after these instructions which I would be giving you, you can also join with your laptop live with me. So there you can chat with me and we can discuss, because this whole community is being made for people who are not embarrassed of their mistakes. Because the most important problem was there whenever I used to make mistake when I was alone. I used to feel embarrassed that I have done this blunder. The person in front of me, he has not, the person who is teaching me, he what would he think of me? So all these other tutorials are videos, are these tech videos you would see on YouTube. They are of people who are already achieved, they have already learned those skills. So whenever you are even learning from them, whenever you make a silly mistake, you kind of feel embarrassed that this guy hasn't made this mistake, what would he think of me, am I a good coder, and this stuff. Now in this channel, whenever you would join me for the streams here, I would be making blunders. Despite listening to the course, I would be making blunders. I would be making mistakes. I would be, I would be making a lot of mistakes. So what would happen that when I will be making mistakes, you will know that real learning in the initial phases is really messy. So once you know that there are people who are sitting around who are not afraid to make mistakes, then it becomes easier for you to engage with them, to work alongside them, and kind of work alongside them and to grow together. Now this channel would be different. I would be practicing in front of you, and you can join me in the comments. If you want to observe, you can just observe, and if you want to learn together with me, then we can work that out also. But the thing is, I'm not an expert. I'm saying again, I'm not an expert. This is not a tutorial. I'm just practicing my SQL in front of you, and hopefully after 21 days we might be able to get a crack of it. And after 21 days there would be a 9-day period during which I would have to make a portfolio project, and I would be making it live in front of you. And hopefully after 21 days we would develop some people or some community of people who would be guiding me during my journey. And it would be lovely to have everyone uh, to join me in these sessions. Now mostly these sessions, this is the only, because this is the first stream and I want to put it out there. So during this whole stream, I won't be talking so much. It would be rather my screen and me, my screen and mostly typing and some discussions in between. And I would be listening to the I would be listening to the course here, and I would be practically implementing on the terminal of SQL. So hopefully this has give you a rough idea of who I am, what this channel is going to be about, and what are we planning to achieve with this. The whole point, trust me when I say this, the whole point of this channel is to learn a skill, and to learn it effectively, and to absorb it, and to improve my consistency. Now if I can work on my consistency, you can join me, and you can also just by watching me you can also do that. But I want you to join me and practice alongside me, having these discussions during these times, which would be very effective. Now because it's my first stream, there are a few of things which I need to take care of. I need to make sure that we are live and everything is going perfectly. Yep, 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 yep. It's going good, it's going good. So yeah, let's begin with the sequel. Now, as I have told you, I'm already, in this year, I already have a course which is running, which is the course which I took the previous year. Now it is time to make some amendments. How do you say this? Amendments or amends? Yeah, some amends. Let's try to get back our life. Let's avoid. Let's become a freelancer. Let's learn a new skill. Let's keep on learning new skills. Now I would be listening to this, and before that I would be explaining a little bit to you about, it's just for my revision, for what I remember SQL was. Okay, so what is SQL? If you type SQL, it's written. It is the standard programming language designed for managing and manipulating data held in relational database management system, RDBMS. Now it is a language. Whatever I remember, let me tell you those. Let me tell you those things. It is just it is like a language. It is a standard language which is used for managing data which are held in relational database management system. Now we have all other sorry we have all other we have other data we have other database softwares servers like PostgreSQL. We have MongoDB, I think so, it was something like that. MongoDB, yeah, this is the one, a modern database. And the best part about this, there's all these languages uses RDBMS. All these languages, all these softwares uses this system, and this system is run by SQL. Yeah, it was like, yeah, RDBMS is a software used to create, manage, and update database that store data in structured tables with rows and columns. It is the foundation for modern data management, ensuring high data accuracy, security, integrity using SQL. Yeah, I told you. This is the main thing. Whatever connects these other PostgreSQL, MongoDB, and all these other databases is this RDBMS. And this RDBMS is basically run by SQL. The language used is SQL. I think so. Yeah, it was something like this. But I don't want to go into detail because I'm not here to teach you. I'm here to practice. So just bear with me. So what I was taught to download Microsoft Azure Data Studio. Now, why didn't I use the other database like Postgre or other? Because they are individual. Let me explain it to you. Because okay, well, here is the good news. It's a bad news. Azure Data is officially scheduled for retirement on February 2028. What? 1 month after I learned, when after when migrating to my. Uh-oh. All right. Uh-huh. No worries. No, but I can still learn the SQL here, right? And then we could practice that SQL on Visual Studio Code. Yeah, that would be easy. It's just the environment which they are removing. It is not the. Yeah, but it's there. So yeah, there is nothing used by vehicle. So I was told I was taught to download this, download the Azure GI Studio, and you have to click on Azure Data Studio. You have to download it. You don't go there. There was a downloading option right down below. Let's go there. there were these products. It was not a product, it was, there was this option here where you download it. Here anyways, get started with overview. They have changed the, because when I now here's the thing, when I the previous year when I opened this whole, the whole structure was different. Now they have changed it. Okay. uh, yeah, just go. No, 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 let's find. Yeah, there's this option to, get started with Azure. You No, no, not Azure, not this. There is this option to, download the Azure Studio. Now to save some time, and just start working on it. I have already, the previously it has been, everything has been in a store. That means that I had a certification. But here, there is the problem was that it was consistency, and now I want to make myself consistent. I want to make myself, yeah, I want to make myself consistent. That's it. There is nothing more, nothing less about it. Okay, thank you for letting us know. Thank you. We already know. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Now, once you this is the platform name platform which you will get. Now, what you would do that you would go try again editor. Now I will be deleting these. Just delete these. Yes. Delete. Okay. Now I want to delete this also. Let's start begin. These are the things which I completed during the training. Don't save. Yeah, so it is now clean task. Now this is the terminal I have. Now one of the first steps was to, yeah, it was this. It was to add the server name here. Now the server name, I have already got the credentials. With me here. So I would just write it. P R O D P-R-O-D P-R-O-D C-F-I education dot database dot windows dot net. SQL login, authentication dot SQL login. The username is bi underscore user. Let's password CFI. Not just what's the password. Now the password. Password. Yeah, that would be it. We are gonna connect this. Hopefully it gets connected. Hopefully. Yeah, yes. The blue dot shows that it's connected. Now we will have all these data. Now these are the database within this server. Now moving forward, we will be working on the adventure works. Yeah, adventure works. Let's just say, okay. So there are these databases. You can open these databases. We have this database adventure dot work. and within those adventure.work we have these tables. Okay, now in these tables you could see these dimension tables. Okay, they are dimension tables, right? Yeah, they are tables. Now you can see that there is a lot of data. Now we can practice with these data. Database low dim dimension fact. You can see that it is written dimension. It is dimension table, while these are fact tables. Now there is a difference between fact table and dimension table. Fact table is the table where the numbers repeat. There is duplication of values, while in the duplication of data, sorry, in fact table, while in dimension table there is no duplication. And during data normalization you are taught this especially, and how data was managed and how data can be secured. Now as I have now opened it, now I will be listening to the instructor. An instructor have told me, the instructor would be, I will be listening to the instructor, and then I would be working on it. And then as I have told you that I would be doing it live with everyone watching. So I would be opening the chat GPT also, who will be asking me some questions regarding this. Okay, so let me just see it for a bit. It's my first time, so I'm working on it. Okay, so here I will open GPT, GPT. Okay, login. Let's log in for a bit and then give it a good prompt. Yeah, continue with Google. Let's confirm my age. No, 2001. Okay, now 30, 30. Yep. Okay, now with that opened, we're gonna be creating a new chat with ChatGPT. Personal task. Next. What do you want to do with ChatGPT? Grow professionally. And what else? Analyze data. Yeah, definitely. I want him to do that. SQL queries. Yeah, SQL queries. I think so. It knows that we are coming here for the data cleaning. Yeah, sub queries. Okay, sub queries, data cleaning. So must write debug, learn, study. Yeah, learn, study. That is something. Yeah, nice to meet you. Here is a quick tour. No, I know. Skip tour. Continue. Okay. Ask away. Can answer ChatGPT questions. Help you learn. Write codes. Brainstorm together. Much more. Don't share review. Use services. The fact that we. Let's go. Okay. Now let's try to set up ChatGPT for our practice. Let's ask him a question. Now, what will be the practice methodology? Is that I would be listening to the course alongside as I would be practicing it. I will get the main idea from here, and then I'm gonna be practicing it here, and then I would be asking ChatGPT to test me on those skills. In this way, I would be, having tests in real time in order to improve my skills. So let's ask him that. What do you know about the server? What do you know about the server? What do you know about the server? Prod, prod, SQL, CFI education, CFI education, dot database, dot windows, dot net for SQL learning. I didn't know that. I never knew what the database or windows.net means. Now that we have opened, start writing TQL series. Okay, okay. Ask questions, questions in practice SQL. I think so. The prompt is more than enough. Hopefully, love the interview. Skip. No, 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 no. You have the data from the water SQL CFI education. No, we can just learn it, no? Let's wait, okay? Now, let's bring our terminal here. Okay, now it is opened. The Okay, so now what I will be doing that I will start to write queries. I will start to write queries here. Show active connections. New server group. Let's begin. MySQL Google Services. Okay, okay. Yes. Okay. Now, you have to write a new query. We will go to file. Yeah. Where to file option. Yeah, we are going to be writing a new. We will now write a new query. Select database. Node master. Okay. It is adventure works. Yeah. Now we are here. Okay. Now we will be learning these three things. These six things basically. Okay. Mhm. Now we will be learning these six things. Select, select from, select from, select from where group by, group by, group by, having, order by. Having group select order by. Now these are the things which we will be learning. These are the basics of SQL. These are the commands. Now the problem here is that my headphones gave up at this point, so my headphones for the mobile have destroyed. So what I would be doing is I would be listening to the instructions from the instructor, and then I would be practicing it here right in front of you. Okay. Now, so the instructor is saying that select select. No, no, no. Control C, select and from are the most important are the most important functions of SQL, and because select allows you to select which specific thing you want, and from shows you from which table. Select and from. Okay. So okay, select and from. So let's ask ChatGPT. No, the split thing is not working. So let's ask ChatGPT. Select and from. Ask me a question for my practice. I want you to see list of all students in our system. Show me every column for every student. Write a SQL query only select and from. Yes, this is intentionally simple. We build confidence first, then we level up fast. Paste your query whenever you are ready. I want to see list of all students in our system. Okay, well there isn't any because they do we have no, we have number of employees. Okay, we don't have number of no number of students, only numbers of employees, only number of employees. You will need your last record function. Okay, select uh, so ChatGPT has asked me that I have to I have to the number of employees in a company. So I would from di dimension dvo dot gim employee employee. No, 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 it's not working. Let's listen a bit more to our instructors. Let's not rush our horses. Select, select star. Select star means you will be counting all of the employees. from from the fact, are there any no, how can I can count from fact answering the GPT fact employees employee data चलो इसको पेस्ट करते हैं इधर कट पेस्ट this shows me all employees का बड़ा sorry number of employees the correct answer is select count from count so you have to write it count okay okay
अब ये लिखना शुरू करोगे ना तो वो आपको सजेशन देता रहेगा कि आपको क्या करना है इस टेबल को आपने सेलेक्ट कर लेना है और सिंपल रन पे क्लिक कर देना है एक बार में डेटा कनेक्शन और कनेक्शन हुआ है इस तरह से आपकी एक क्यूरी परफॉर्म
but instructor is saying let's just stick to instructor for now shall we them top thousands top thousand select top thousand static select top thousand from fact this is fact internet sales fact internet sales we're running it okay fact internet sales now what about the employees can I select from the team for example select select what ChatGPT told us select count select count okay select count and this is the format which he is telling us yep yep okay from fact internet uh, select top thousand select top thousand here and from fact internet fact internet sales
की और देखो यहाँ पे उसने मुझे सारा का सारा डेटाबेस ला के दे दिया है कि मेरे सेलेक्ट फ्रंट इंटरनेशनल इंटरनेट टेबल से क्या क्या चीज़ें उठकर आ रही हैं और कैसे कैसे उठकर आ रही हैं
example, from the fact internet sale, if we need 1000 top 1000, we will write this command top 1000, we will get this thing. Just practice यार, practice को.
चलाते हैं, बट मैं अभी आपको क्यों नहीं चला के दिखा रहा हूँ, क्योंकि पता करना चाह रहा हूँ कि मेरे इस टेबल के अंदर रॉस है इंटायर टेबल के अंदर फ्रॉम हिस्टोरिकल डेटा, जब से ये डेटा क्रिएट हुआ है, जब से अभी तक इस डेटा सेट के अंदर इतना डेटा मौजूद है। इन सब चीज़ों के लिए आपको आपके लैपटॉप की परफॉर्मेंस भी अच्छी होनी चाहिए और आपके इंटरनेट की परफॉर्मेंस भी अच्छी होनी चाहिए, वरना ये काफ़ी पागल कर देगा आपको। 1000 MBPS होता है, आई थिंक। टॉप 1000 पे काम करेंगे क्योंकि हमें इतना ज़्यादा डेटा सेट तो चाहिए नहीं, लेकिन चलो हेड तो ज़्यादा चाहिए अपना अभी थोड़ी देर पहले। जी वो 60,000 था ना, 60,500। मैंने यहाँ पे क्या किया था, मैंने टॉप की ये वाली कंडीशन हटा दी थी और मैंने
Select from internet sales. Select from internet sales. Select from internet sales. Count. Dimension. Employee. Select employee. Okay. Yay. Yes, Zindabad, Zindabad. Okay, so now, after learning this small thing from the instructor, we can practice it on ourselves. That to why am I explaining it? It's pretty obvious. Yeah, we can get the data from dimension table and also fact tables. Now we have learned two commands as of now. Select what you want. For example, select top top 10 and steric. Then from what from when promotions. For example, DIMPROMOTION promotions. Yeah, top 10 promotions. See, that means that volume discount 50 to 40 and promotion names. So we can use the select as completely. For one learning is that we can use select with the star option. Okay, we can use it like this. Select from top 10. Select from top 10. This is the, let me write it down. Okay, from select from dim promotions. Dim promotions. Okay, good. Dim promotions. Fact call center, sales territory. Top 10. Fact product inventory. Fact product inventory. Okay, product inventory. Product key 1. That is the top number of sales. I think this is enough learning for today because we have learned we have learned two of the most important functions. It is select and from. But the thing is, it is good to because the it was the first stream, so there were a lot of things which I had to figure out. I just randomly decided to make myself accountable to people. So this is what happens. So I would be working, after turning off my stream, I would be working to trying to optimize my chat GPT so that he can ask me questions related to the tables which are mentioned here, for example from the database of adventure works. In that way we are going to make it interesting and we are going to make it challenging. So yeah, this is it from my side. Hopefully it's just the start. So give me 21 days, inshallah. In 21 days we're going to be working on more and more skills because it was the first video. It was, for example, a test run. It was a test run. We will be working on more and more. We'll be working on more functions tomorrow, hopefully, inshallah. And yeah, well, that is Muhammad Nisa Khan signing out. Take care. Allah Hafiz.